So hey guys, we are back with another video, and in this particular video, we are going to have some fun around what exactly is happening with this GPT-4o. I think 5 days back on 25th March, GPT in OpenAI website, right? They released a blog about the latest GPT-4o model. So they, I think, introduced a new model, and they have been working on this for I think past 6-7 months because after 3.5 Sonnet came into the field of coding and Gemini, new models were coming all along. GPT was only working all along. I think the reasoning model improving the GPT-4o model as everyone was predicting, but I think we were all wrong because 4o is now has an advanced image generator into the current model. So the image generation is literally something no one was expecting to come alongside 4o, but they have, and I think they have already boosted the number of subscriptions happening per day, right? So let's look at what they have seen. That's why we have built our most advanced image generator yet into GPT-4o. So it's actually very useful. You see, they have written a wide image taken with a phone of glass whiteboard in a room overlooking the Bay Bridge. Just look at the whole thing, right? You will see that it has literally even put the whole shadow thing of the person who is writing alongside the reflection of the person who's taking the pic. It's awesome, right? Now coming to the next part, I think, yeah, it is keeping the context, right, of the previous image and of the person who was writing the prompt, that selfie view of the photographer as she turns around to give high five. So this is amazing, literally amazing, right? Now they are saying that you can literally create whole videos through these images because you have glimpse of images, then you give those glimpse of images to Sora, and Sora will do the rest of the work for you. And they have this street signs, menu, invitation, all types of examples here, and the detailing here is so good, right? You won't find, I think with DALE 3 also we were finding some inconsistencies when it comes to general figures and human organs, right? We were seeing that someone had 6 fingers, the lips were pretty more wide than usual. So these things are not happening now, right? Similarly, for video game, you can literally create this whole functionality that, okay, this is how my whole thing is going to look at. Now I think the web designers, right, they can take a lot of inspiration from there, because you don't now exactly require graphic designer for small scale companies now, right? I'm not saying not required for the large scales one, because you need to figure out the pain points, right? I have worked on UX, and I know that exactly how you figure out pain points, and then you move to the end solution. So I think just because of this thing, I decided to get GPT-4o Mini. I mean 4o subscription, right? Now coming to the part that how much it costed in India, I think it costed around 2,000 rupees per month approximately. And now I need to have a look at the number of subscriptions of these AI tools I'm taking. I think I'm not even using all of them, and they are costing me a lot. I remember taking 5 or 6 months back this Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I think that at that time it was 3.5. Now they have upgraded to 3.7, and I'm still using it for coding purposes. Gemini, I think I'm getting by default by using the Google One plan, right? For the family plan, where you get all of the things along with AI tools. And now Perplexity subscription, I would recommend you guys to take if you are actually into the research type or this rack purposes you really need. I cancelled it because it was not serving my purpose, the things that I do, right? Now the final one is this GPT Plus. I remember taking the GPT-4 subscription back in my college days, but then I cancelled it because I found that GPT-4o was enabled by default, and I did not require that much usage. But especially for this feature, I wanted to try. I had to restart my plan, and I would say it's completely worth it. I'm not sure I will keep it with me or not, but yeah, this month it's gonna be fun, right? So let's start with this. So I gave it a pic of Ram Darbar, right? For people who are from outside India, it's a cultural representation, right? I actually our whole culture in this image, right? So I think the detailing here, right? The best part is the model already knows what to do and what to not. It is not that part, right? It could have making the whole place look like a palace, but it actually does only take the default things, right? That okay, it's a simple place. Let's keep it simple. The colors are green and red. Let's keep them same, right? Now, one thing I'm seeing here is that for Lord Ram, I think it made the whole image by default the color of Lord Ram's skin's blue. I think because of it detected that okay, this is a cultural cultural identity of a particular community, and this is how they actually perceive him. So because Lord Ram being the seventh, I think eighth avatar of Vishnu, right? He actually serves the purpose of dharma. So because of that, you have the color of blue here. But by default, in movies, I think you will see him colored blue because to show him the representation of Vishnu, right? Because he is colored in blue. So I think the model is trained on such kind of data that it already knew, and it's pretty smart of him, right? That the model wanted to highlight the main character of the picture, and it is doing it pretty well, right? Now, this is an image of my setup. Now, if you look at here, right, you'll see, realize that the model is actually going 3-5 steps ahead. I just told it to remove the dustbin and to make it dark theme. It not only made it dark theme, and I asked it, make it even cooler. So it made sure that okay, this whole picture, right, it is a Lord of the Rings. It made it as it is, not changing it, right? I think because from my memory part, it knew that I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Now, this part, it was a family picture because maybe I said it to make it even cooler. It removed that family picture and I think put a random anime pic here. Don't know. But yeah, the dark theme looks pretty cool here because the lightning here was, white light over the tint blue. But here it has already made it dark blue, right? So it looks really cool and it is serving the purpose of removing the dustbin bit, but it made it so dark that I'm not able to see, right? Now, coming to the part of Sora. What about Sora, guys? Is Sora going to continue? Yes, definitely yes. You can directly go to Sora because I have GPT Plus. I get access to all the things. I think I recently made one testing thing in this, right? It was dragon flying over India Gate, right? So this is the video. Now, if you look at this, right, I still think this can be improved because the ending part, right, where the dragon actually turns around, it's not very real, right? Although the India Gate and people recording, it's so real. I think if actually it happens, this is what exactly it will look like. Now, one more thing I did was the characters from Breaking Bad, right? I texted that, okay, make Walter White and Jesse Pinkman in Bangalore street selling coffee and popcorn. I think it is not trained well on these kind of tasks because it was not able to do it that well. But yeah, at least the people in the surroundings, they look normal, right? They are not eating up each other or punching each other randomly, right? So that is one thing. So they have already told in this whole website, right? On their website, they have restrictions over this that it cannot do everything. I think they have already texted. Yeah, our model isn't perfect. We are aware of multiple limitations, and one of the limitation is we have noticed GPT-4o can occasionally crop longer images like posters, especially near the bottom. So it is also sometimes hallucinating. The text model's imagination can make up information. So one thing is clear even in this image, is in this model, that our vision models are still not good in writing texts, right? It can actually write words which are not needed and which are not making sense, right? But yeah, at least we are moving steps ahead and having some fun part in AI, because most of the time we are on the serious part, right? That okay, we are outperforming the AGI, we are reaching that like artificial general intelligence level or not. We are outperforming the most of the code forces people. These are the conversations, but this time it was actually fun, right? I would recommend you guys go have this whole Ghibli style thing because I personally liked it so much. I have made a lot of pics of mine. You guys can go and see on my Twitter. And yeah, so I think GPT-4 latest model is worth it. Give it a try and let me know what are your thoughts on this, right? So yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one. Thank you and have a nice day.